I need the scoop.
A wife's simple cooking routine explodes into a marriage crisis when her husband demands fancy meals but sabotages her grocery shopping. This viral Reddit confession sparked thousands of heated debates about household responsibilities and toxic family dynamics. Get ready for a domestic drama where mother-in-law manipulation meets Reddit justice, proving that sometimes the internet knows exactly what you need to hear.
I'm the only one who cooks in our house. It's just 4 of us. My husband, me, my daughter, and my little brother. My husband is 27 and I'm 25. My husband barely knows how to make eggs, even though I've tried to talk to him constantly about learning how to cook. My daughter and brother are still in elementary school, so they only help me cook. The responsibility falls on me, and it's honestly exhausting. So I just set up a system in my head. It's easy. For breakfast, it's just something with eggs or cereal. Lunch is some sort of sandwich, burger, or leftovers. Dinner is the meal I usually plan, but I have like 10 dishes I repeat. Sometimes I'll go off, especially Sunday, but generally I stay because it's easier for me mentally. Well, one day I made just pasta Alfredo with chicken, and as we were eating, my husband mentions that it would be nice if I made fancier dishes. I asked him what he meant, and he explained he wants me to change things up, add some more meat dishes and variety. Next time, we went out shopping, and I was putting ingredients I don't usually buy into the cart. As the ingredients started piling up, my husband was getting all puffy and upset. We got to the meat aisle and I started picking out beef, and that's when my husband lost it and started taking things out of the cart, saying that we can't afford my fancy living. I blinked at him and tried to explain that he was the one who asked for variety and different dishes, so I'm buying different ingredients. He rolled his eyes and told me that I'm being dramatic. I just let him do his thing, taking out most of the ingredients. The next week, I made the same dishes because that's all I had ingredients for. A week passed and my husband was all pouting that I made fried rice again and that he's sick of chicken. When I pointed out that he took out all the beef out of our cart, he blew up on me again and said I'm being because he doesn't know how to cook. Am I in the wrong? For context, my husband is a big boy engineer and is really smart. He's a mama's boy, and I realized I just kinda allowed this behavior to continue. He's the oldest of 8 boys, and his mom is a boy mom type. So I had to teach him how to take care of himself after we got married, and now the last challenge is cooking. I work part-time from home. I don't mind cooking honestly, and he does everything else. He does laundry mostly. We both clean the house equally. He grew up with a boy mom, and it's been taking me the past 4 years of our relationship to kinda unravel that. We're minimal contact because she berates me for not making him a big lunch and doing his laundry.
Reddit users rallied behind the original poster with overwhelming support, with many sharing their own experiences of partners who complain but won't contribute. The community's creative nicknames for her husband became legendary, giving her the courage to confront the real issue. The next day, armed with thousands of comments backing her up, she decided to show her husband exactly what the internet thought of his behavior.
So it took a bit of talking to him before he confessed that he heard his best friend talk about how they have steak a few times a week. My husband is upset because he would like to eat like that, but knows we can't afford it right now. He also said that he's stressed from some house issues that happened recently. We bought a house last year and the furnace had to be replaced a few months ago, for example. He's been handling all these problems, and I honestly didn't even realize he's been so stressed. Not that it justifies his actions, of course, and I told him so.
The husband's initial anger quickly gave way to something unexpected as he continued reading comment after comment late into the night. Behind his defensive reaction, the original poster sensed something deeper was troubling him beyond just meal complaints. What emerged in their conversation would reveal the true source of his frustration and open the door to real change.
I'm still in shock at the way that post blew up. I honestly was just trying to prove a point to my husband, and that post definitely did that and more. So, when I showed him the post, he was shocked, angry for a minute, but then read a few comments, then turned off his phone and acted like it didn't bother him. He didn't talk to me for the rest of the evening, and at night, I woke up to see him reading the comments again, but just went back to sleep. I didn't mention it, and the next morning he was still not really talking much. That evening for dinner, when we sat at the table, he finally brought up the post. He asked me if I agreed with what the comments said. I just shrugged and said that yes, I agreed with some. He was quiet after that, and while we were cleaning up, he apologized for his behavior. Then a few days later, he asked if we could start making dinner together every night. It was a bumpy road at first, but honestly, after a week, we started enjoying it, and now a few weeks later, he's gotten much better and even made a few meals himself. The reason behind his behavior, he admitted, was because his mother has been trying to contact him lately. It's been stressing him out, and one time when she called him, she started talking trash about me. What else is new? And kept mentioning that I'm not feeding him well enough, that he was much happier when he was eating her food. Honestly, I don't even know what she was trying to do. My husband apologized for it and said that he likes my cooking, but let her words get to him. He is talking to his therapist about all this. For context, it's not that easy dealing with her because she disapproves of anything I do. She hates how I'm raising our child. She claims that she's my child's favorite person, which is far from the truth. When she was in our life, she was always making sure I take care of her baby. She hated my healthy dishes and always brought over lots of bread and dry dishes full of carbs because I'm trying to starve my husband. It's literally just that I make balanced meals. She would toss out the food I made if I wasn't there, and I could go on and on about how she treated me in public. It's exhausting. It put a strain on our marriage. My husband was lost and didn't know what to do. Life is much more peaceful when she's out of it. That's really it. A lot of people asked for the update or for his reaction, but there wasn't much. He handled it a lot better than I hoped. He even started joking about some of the comments a few weeks ago, and it's become somewhat of an inside joke. Thank you, Reddit, for helping us through this. Life is good. Hope you all have a good dinner tonight.
Sometimes it takes thousands of strangers to help us see what's right in front of us. This couple's journey from conflict to collaboration shows that growth is possible when we're willing to listen and change. Share your thoughts on household responsibilities and family boundaries in the comments, and explore our other videos for more stories about relationships, communication, and standing up for yourself.